Time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what's going on? Welcome to Friday. It is the KVJ show. How is everybody?
Hello.
Great.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
Oh, it's so nice to have a weekend, isn't it?
It is.
Look at you looking all fly with your linen jacket over there.
Thank you.
Tell us about where you found this.
I don't know.
Linens.org.
Yeah.
Pioneer Linens.
I don't know. I have to look in it.
It's very cute. It's light. It's a summer jacket.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, the craziest thing about this, I kind of started to forget how cold Florida is in the summer. And I was going around to different places, and I started kind of like, I was put on shorts and things like that. I'm like, okay, it's getting warm. And you look at the forecast, it's going to be hot this weekend. And then I was spending all my time in the car, which my wife has freezing. And then I get out of the car for a blast of heat, and then I would go into a place, and it was so cold everywhere I went last weekend. I was freezing. So I am now like, I need to get out all my winter clothes for summertime because I forgot how cold every place is in Florida.
Yeah, I constantly get comments about people go, why are you always dressing warm? It's because it's so cold in here. You're right.
Yeah.
They keep the room so cold in Florida during the summertime.
So oddly enough, I'm getting out all my winter gear, getting ready for the summertime, which seems counterintuitive, but I guess it's South Florida, so what doesn't make sense makes sense. So you want to see the Inspired Linen Collection. It is on Kvj TV right now. Jbird is cultivating a great look as well over there. Very nice.
What is that called?
It's called like Texas oil.
Dude, you look like Logan. You really do. I mean, I would
That's not a compliment.
No, I don't know.
I'm catching like a yoga cowboy vibe.
A yoga cowboy. I even got my
You look like a guy that you could. Oh yeah, you got cowboy boots.
got my boots on, Tex.
Yeah, you look like you would do maybe some
Goat
kind
yoga.
Goat yoga or glass blowing.
I know what you mean.
Glass blowing.
It has that weird eccentric look.
It does. There's some. You're a creative free spirit.
Yes.
That's what it is. I love it. Okay, so we've all cultivated quite a look for you for KVJ TV. You can go and ogle us.
When is your booth open at the Green Market?
Yes, it is.
I definitely make my own jewelry.
You definitely do. Go to YouTube and just search for the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, I just find the Hammer family secrets so fascinating. If you don't know about whole Army Hammer and his family, like they come from big money.
Yeah.
And he is the first one to be like an actor and actually be out there like in that realm. And they actually thought he was stupid for doing it. They're like, why would you want to work so hard? Like, because they don't need to work, a lot of them. But then a lot of them do. So there was some crazy family theft and secrets and awesome like details about the past of this family. And now Armie Hammer's aunt is going to be telling all the secrets in a documentary that she is putting together.
Okay.
Telling details about the family and kind of giving us a peek into why Armie maybe is the way he is. His parents were weird. Their parents were weird.
And that leads to cannibalism. Okay.
I guess so. Freaky monkeys, all of them. Other than that, it looks like Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick, these two back in the day both dated Julia Roberts. And they're talking about that experience and where they are today with their friendship. I think this is fascinating, too.
That was a difficult time for me, and I think it was an uncomfortable time for both of them. But look, honestly, the truth where I'm coming from, you fall in love, you fall in love. There's nothing you can do about that. And she's an extraordinary person, and he is too, and timing is what it is, and everybody moves on from that.
When I saw him again, it was more of a laugh and a toast. And I've said in the press before, they've both been subsequently married since a couple times. I think they're both very happy in their lives. And what lasted after all that is me and Kiefer is 35-year buddies.
Yeah, and what's kind of fascinating is how they were rivals back in the movie The Lost Boys, which is still a fantastic movie, by the way.
Great movie. That's when Feldman was at his best, my friend.
It was, yeah. He was in his own then, yeah.
Feldman, we laugh at Feldman. Feldman had, I think, 13 or 14 #1 box office
Stand
movies
by
in a
Me
row.
and Goonies, and just one after the other.
He
Yeah,
really
you're right.
did.
Yeah, he had an age.
When somebody says, hey, if you fall in love, you fall in love. They're cheating. That's what cheaters say. You fall in love, you fall in love. You can't
Right,
help
it's not
it.
my fault. It's just, the heart wants what the heart wants, right?
And I'm sure your wife and daughter are going to be sad to hear about this, Kevin.
Uh-oh.
The Justin Bieber tour that was scheduled to begin in June and run through the summer has now been pushed back to 2022.
Oh, no way.
They're not going to be doing it. It was supposed to open up in San Diego and tour all over.
My daughter was excited about that.
Nope. They're saying
happened?
because of the COVID, they don't want to take their chances.
Well, I thought like everybody else has started tour, aren't they? Way before that?
I guess scheduling challenges, and Bieber's tour had already been postponed once, and now everybody's trying to reschedule.
So a year without a tour, Justin's going to be low.
Yeah, maybe you can hit the prison circuit and continue to depress inmates.
I keep watching that video.
I don't know. Inmates can pay a ticket price you're looking for, though. They don't have a lot of scratch in there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
paying
true.
in ciggies.
Yeah, they do. And Little Debbie. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, big thing going on last night that I stayed up for way too late watching was the NFL draft. It's a big night in professional football.
Yeah, you and my husband. He was all ginned up on the phone talking to people about it.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal if you really love football. And some teams are really positioned where they can change their franchise. The Miami Dolphins were one of those teams that, they're rebuilding and people are really excited about the trajectory of the team. And they're looking to get some offensive weapons. The Miami Dolphins last night went with wide receiver Jalen Waddle with the 6th overall pick in the NFL draft, and that seemed like a good choice. And then they spent their other 2 first-round picks on Miami Hurricanes, so these guys are going to be playing in the same stadium, Jalen Phillips and Greg Rousseau. So, I guess we'll see. I was reading the Sun Sentinel today, and they were just trashing what the Dolphins did.
Really?
Yeah, they just don't think that because they were moving up and down the draft board, trading picks and this and that. And so if you want to do a deeper dive on it, I won't bore you with the details. But outside of the Jalen Waddle pick, they were not very thrilled, I don't think, with where the Dolphins went. So.
Interesting.
Yes. The Jacksonville Jaguars, just up the road from us, they had the overall #1 pick in last night's NFL draft. No surprise here.
With the first pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson.
There you go. There was no real big surprise there. so.
Okay. What about your guy you were watching from Ohio State?
Justin Fields. It was really crazy. They thought at one point he was going to be the #2 quarterback taken, and he kept sliding down the draft board. He wound up going to the Chicago Bears, and pretty much everybody hated that pick also. So, yeah. So it was,
But your family pulls for the Bears.
yeah, they do.
So
yeah.
you can pull for Justin and have some fun with that.
I hope he does well, but they have a terrible coach, and they don't really know what they're doing. So,
Got good pizza.
yeah, they say Chicago Bears where quarterbacks go to die. So good luck there,
Oh,
bud. Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, Chicago Bears where quarterbacks come to die. So
Damn.
there you go. He had a good college career, though. And somebody who may be reviving their NFL career, Tim Tebow. This is kind of a crazy story because a lot of people had thought that Tim Tebow should have been a tight end coming out of college, and he insisted, nope, I'm only a quarterback. And so he kept trying to play, and the last time he played was with the New York Jets back in 2012. He played 12 games with them, and then that was it. Remember, he did the baseball thing, and then he's
Yeah.
retired from baseball. Well, now he just did a workout with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, his former college coach at Florida, Urban Meyer, is now the head coach at Jacksonville, and they're still very tight, those two. And guess what? Tim Tebow is working out as a tight end.
Interesting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You gotta like
How old
stories.
is he now?
I don't know. I mean, it's been, what? You're talking 2012. It's been 9 years since he played. I think he's well into his 30s now.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Some of your best years may be behind you.
Well, he's still in phenomenal shape, and there have been some tight ends that have played into their early 40s. So,
Okay.
Physically, he's stayed up on it. And who knows?
He hasn't abused his body partying. You know that.
know he hasn't.
Right? Yeah, he's getting very pure.
Yes.
So
He's got them Jesus muscles.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what the Jacksonville Jaguars wind up doing. So a couple interesting things coming out of the NFL draft from last night.
Want to watch The KVJ Show? YouTube.com. Search KVJ Show. Subscribe. The KVJ Show will be back in minutes on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
Well, we didn't get to this on our Weird and Whatever podcast, but there is this trend called trash streaming, and it's really big in Russia.
Okay.
And it's basically you invite some friends over. They either get really, really drunk or really, really high on some drugs, and then they broadcast all the debauchery live on the internet. But it's kind of like an OnlyFans where you pay for certain things to be done, and they're getting crazier and crazier.
I bet.
And somebody just died doing it. And
Yeah.
then the boyfriend, so basically it was this couple out in Russia, and they were doing one of these trash streams, and I guess the challenge was the girlfriend went outside in the snow or the cold in her underwear, and he forgot about her, and he went out
wow.
to get her, and she died, so he went to jail.
Dang.
6 years he's going to prison for that.
Oh, wow.
But they're afraid that this is going to be something that's going to start coming over to the United
Sure.
States, because you even see it with the gender reveals.
You're right. Yeah.
People are blowing things up.
Worldwide.
I was talking to our sweet Dennys, and he's got a pretty neat theory. He thinks we're going to hit the reset button and have Internet 2. Let this internet have all the porn and all of the bad stuff. And
Internet
then,
2.0.
yeah, Denny, take the floor.
Yeah, so what I think is going to happen is because they created the internet, and I don't think they realized what was going to be done with it.
Okay.
And over time, they established some rules, but then social media came out and changed everything, and then streaming came out and then changed everything again. And now you're getting situations like this. They're trafficking drugs. They're trafficking people. There's a lot of things that happen on the internet
There's a lot
now.
of evil that is
Yes.
happening, yeah.
And it's also mixed in with the same internet that our kids use, that our families use, that our friends use. So it's all in
yeah.
one giant lump sum. They had no idea this was going to go down. I propose that they're going to come out with an Internet 2 where they move all banking. They're going to move all streaming services like your Hulus and your Peacocks. And they're going to entice people to go over there, and it's going to have its own rules and regulations like we have in society with its own laws. And I think they're going to leave the old internet for any heathens that just want to use it.
The Wild Wild
And they're going
West.
to abandon it. It's going to be all pornography and all the stuff that nobody is going to be on the internet too.
Internet 2, you
Okay.
can't be a troll on Internet 2.
I think there's gonna be
There's
laws.
Gonna be rules.
Interesting.
Whether it happens or not, I can kind of see some form of that eventually happening, because it is the Wild Wild West,
Right.
and it's getting weirder out there and crazier.
I think we might see an Internet 2 in our lifetime.
Huh.
Okay.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
It's
Fascinating.
just something to think about. Thank you, sweet Dennis.
No problem.
Virginia, what you got on your mind here today?
Well, yesterday there was some discussion on the show about restaurants that had closed and opened, and you were asking about I Heart Mac and Cheese
Yes.
up on Indiantown Road in Jupiter. So I went and did the work yesterday and picked up to go for my family. It is very much still open.
Thank goodness.
Yes. The family was very excited when I came home with all kinds of mac and cheese fun.
Well, the reason why someone emailed me a specific email saying saying they had closed down, and then I kept seeing them on my menu for delivery. I go, all right, what's going on here?
Was it the same lady that lied to us on the radio and told us Boston's on the beach had closed?
There's a lot of trickery going on.
There's a lot of trickery, and you just got to be careful.
And we're easily duped.
Yeah.
All you have to do is text us.
We will believe anything. So, yes, that is very much still open and delicious.
I appreciate you doing the work. Thank you.
I'm here for you.
You're a snack correspondent.
What I got on my mind here today is I was reading that apparently nudity has gone up big time during the pandemic, where people have kind of been living in isolation. They felt a little bit more free, and they were going outside and just taking off their clothes and saying, this feels kind of good. And I got to say, it spoke to me because I've kind of been there myself. I'm like, something about just going out and just kind of being free in nature and not having any clothes on. It's so restrictive.
If I wasn't afraid of being judged so harshly, I would love to be naked 24 hours. I mean, I would just love a naked society.
You and Jason are about 7 years away from going to one of those nudist colonies.
I know. I think I'm there now. And I never really thought, when I thought about nudists, I thought that's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And now I've come to a point in my life where I'm like, I kind of get it.
Yeah, I want to go out and set up a campfire naked. I want to squat in nature, get in the rough.
Nothing sexual. I think when you're younger, everything with nudity is sexual.
Yeah.
And I think when you get a little bit older, you're like, okay, nobody wants this.
I'm gross.
Yeah.
It's not about being sexual.
Not
but
at all.
There's something about being free out in nature,
It
baby.
is, and
peeing next to a bird.
Well, and I think there's something to the sun connecting with the skin.
Yeah.
And
Still pee on the bird.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, and they say that now people are more brave about their nudity. It's been popping up in virtual events, and there's they say an outpouring of nude yoga classes, nude trivia nights, nude music lessons. So nudity has found a new groove in the pandemic.
I'm just not going to look so hot doing that downward dog naked. It ain't going to look good.
Yeah, that's why I was like, there's some things maybe you shouldn't do nude.
Can we close our eyes when we do this?
I've requested that everyone in the class be blindfolded.
There's a nudist colony that wanted us to do stuff there. As long as we respected the rules. You can't be goofy at these places.
You can't film.
Well, you can film, but you have to film without the promise, or you have to promise them you can't edit anything. You can't even, they don't even want things pixelated on the naughty bits.
Because there's no shame to it. This
Well,
is just a natural thing.
What we could do, me and Kevin talked about what we'd have to do is strategically, I'd have to walk with a plant in front of me. And Kevin would have to turn this way.
Right.
It would take a lot of
I would have to be holding melons.
You have to choreograph it.
But we could do it, and they said they were cool with that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, I'm at a place right now where I think being outside naked is fantastic. I'm not sure if I feel like being outside naked with other naked people.
You're going to get there.
I'm not there yet.
That's the 7 years I spoke of.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the timeline you think? Okay.
I'm with you, but I think that the training wheels, the beginning stages, is us doing it together because we know each other.
Yeah, and maybe it's just a life stage too, because I was reading these lifetime milestones, and maybe it all kind of makes sense. Maybe there's almost a nudist lifetime milestone where we all just kind of start feeling like, okay, I could do this. Because if you ever go to Naked Lunch in Key West, it's older people. I went in there when I was younger and sexier, and I'm like, okay, let's see the hotties. And I was like, ugh. It was
hey,
like
sir,
people,
can you please pick up your testicles?
Yeah, it was like people my age now that you did not want to see naked that were naked there. I was like, oh, what are these people naked? But now I kind of get it. They say the average person finally stops worrying about what other people think of them at age 46.
It completely makes sense.
Naked age. They say in general we feel comfortable in our own skin at age 42.
Well, you've been to the puppet show, you've seen the strings, you've already been beat down by life.
Yeah.
You've already heard every terrible thing.
You're just comfortable with it. You're like, I'm naked for other reasons now.
I mean, Kevin wants to go get all naked. I'm bird watching. We getting old.
Naked.
I mean, look at your outfit.
Oh, something's happening.
It's called a midlife crisis.
But I've always been this weird,
Yes.
though.
He's just getting comfortable in his own skin. He's at that age. They say we finally feel okay about our appearance in our mid-30s. For men, it's typically 34. For women, it's 36. They say we don't feel like we can really speak our mind until our early to mid-40s. For men, it's 40. Women, 45. And they say we don't truly feel good about our career until we hit 40. So those are some of the lifetime milestones, they say, for various things and various ages.
Whoa, we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I've hit the nudist age, whatever it is.
Baby, you tell me when.
Okay.
Because this bird's ready to fly.
I think Virginia's probably right. 7 years.
I wonder if there's a place, and there's not, but there should be, where you could go and it's like so spread out, like that Corbett place that I went to.
Okay.
That Corbett place was massive. It took me 6 miles from the beginning of it to get to where Magnolia and her friends were camping. But if there was a place you could go like that, where you could be spread out but naked, so you don't have to be on top of some other old guy's balls, but you still know you can roam around and be naked, and you're not going to get, arrested.
You know you may see a random nard, but it's not going to be intrusive.
Right.
Yeah.
And the campgrounds are so spread out from each other that, if you're naked with your family or friends, you're not going to be,
Right.
looking to your left and seeing people playing volleyball.
Right, you could be in nature naked, but you're not having all these people around you where that's not your thing. Because I think that's probably where I would be. Place where, hey, I can do this. I'm not going to get in trouble by Johnny Law.
Right.
I can be naked, but I'm not there to look at other people
It's
naked.
spread out.
Yeah.
Did we just turn the witch? I mean, I think
She's going to get back to it. We're all going to wind up at a nudist camp together.
No. You guys can go. I want to set it up for you.
Would you be able to do a show with me and Kevin? Could you get past the weirdness eventually if we all were naked?
We've already done that.
But I'm saying all of us together. So naked, so raw.
I don't like it. It's not about you. It's about me and my own hang-ups.
I wouldn't want to be naked in front of Virginia because I think she would dig at me. Okay. I think that'd be jokes.
Obviously.
Yeah, there's no way. Kevin doesn't judge.
People already recruiting us to the nude beaches. We know there's.
Oh, yeah, we got some nudist people that listen.
Yeah.
We want to be naked outdoors. We just don't want to be on top of other people.
I don't want KVJ Nation to see what's going on down here.
Yeah, we know there's one south of us, one north of us. We got that. And, of course, the nudist couples are saying, yes, we're listening to you naked right now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So the nudists love KVJ, baby.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, there's some good stuff going on this weekend. Last weekend was really jam-packed with stuff, and then next weekend has got a lot of really cool stuff that is going to be going on that you can check out. Like the South Florida Full Fair is going to be kicking off. You got the Fort Lauderdale Air Show over Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Don't forget about Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day is going to be going on. So next weekend is going to be really full.
I know this weekend, the Witch and Sweet Dennys and myself have a full weekend. We're going to be all up with each other.
Yeah?
I almost said something else.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to be starting. You got the Kentucky Derby party. Your whole crew, Virginia's going to be out there. I know you guys are going to pop out the Palm Beach Kennel Club.
So here's my question about this whole derby. I'm hearing things of large, very large hats. Where does one get a very large hat in a pinch?
Well, I think it's typically the women that wear them, but
Don't
go
tell
ahead.
him that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. I'll still do it. I want to be involved in a big hat.
Baby, you rock that hat.
I just want a big hat.
I'm gonna bring a big hat. You want me to bring one for you too?
Yes.
Okay.
Make it real nice like.
I'm gonna decorate mine today.
Well, what the Mexican Queen and I really kind of like doing is we'll a lot of times go to the dog track. Hopefully I can get her out this weekend. We'll see. But we'll just throw down a small little bet. You kind of just look at some of the horses that are in the Kentucky Derby, and you're like, okay, which one kind of speaks to me? And maybe there's one you're like going, okay, this is kind of cool. And then you have fun. It adds more. There is something about sports betting. I can get why they're doing it. You don't want to break the bank, but when you put just a little bit of money on it, our buddy Chip he'll hit me up during college football. He'll put like $5 bets down. He's always like, Kev, who should I go with? And so, we get invested in watching that game a little bit more just because you got a little something riding on it.
Oh, when you got something to ride and you win, you want to chase that feeling. It's fun.
It's great.
It is. But Kevin's right, though. As long as you have just enough money so you don't get too badly hurt, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so I was looking at some of the horses that you've got for the Kentucky Derby this weekend. And these are the ones right now that I would narrow it down and I would choose from because I like a fun name. So you got O Bezos, I guess named after Jeff Bezos. It's a 20-to-1 odd horse. Oh, Bezos.
Doesn't feel good for me.
That one speaks to you?
It's one of the ones. These,
Okay.
Tell me which of these. These to me are the most interesting names to look at in the field for the Kentucky Derby.
And the way they win, is it one horse that has to come in to win the whole thing?
Well, you have win, place, show. So you have
Okay.
first, second, third place.
Gotcha.
And so it gets complicated with you can pair this up and that up. But typically we just go to win, baby. We keep it simple.
All
and we're
right.
like, here's the horse to win it. So the serious gamblers, they do all kind of
All right.
mixing and matching.
I'm going to write this down.
Okay, so here's your options. This is from the field. O Bezos at 20-1 odds. You got Hot Rod Charlie at 8-1 odds.
I mean,
You love that name.
Hot Rod Charlie speaks to me.
You've got Midnight Bourbon at 20-1 odds.
Ooh, that speaks to you
I
too.
don't hate that.
You've got Helium, which is a long shot at 50-1. So sometimes it's kind of fun to put the money on that long shot because I think there was a couple years ago, maybe within the last 5 years, there was a crazy long shot that paid off at the Kentucky Derby, a big upset. You've also got Bourbonic, which is 30-1 odds. And then there's Soup and Sandwich
I mean,
at 30-1 odds.
that's my number one.
That's
I'm going
your
with.
horse.
So that's going to be number one. Midnight Bourbon will place, and then the Hot Rod Charlie will show.
Okay, that's what you got?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you've already picked out what your gambling line's
Super
going to be.
Sandwich, Midnight Bourbon, Hot Rod Charlie. There's your winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So that's some of the fun. Is just going and placing down that bet. So that is going to be happening in the afternoon. In the morning, we're going to start off with the KVJ Volunteer Army Beach Cleanup at MacArthur Beach State Park. Thank you so much to everybody that signed up. We're full. We met our limit of what we could have out there, but we're going to have a lot more KVJ Volunteer Army events. We've been pushing that back and saying, I think, people are ready. Like last night when they did the NFL draft, they had all the vaccinated people in there, and it was packed. It looked pre-pandemic, and you didn't see a ton of masks, and people were just kind of back to living their life.
Did you notice yesterday when we all had drinks together, there weren't a lot of masks out.
No.
Even on the inside, I know a few people that at the restaurant had them on, but there was a lot of maskless going on.
More people getting the vaccines. They're getting there, so there is a sense of freedom that is happening with that. So that's what I'm saying. These events are really starting to pick up now.
My girlfriend said it best. I'm vaxxed and I'm waxed. Let's go.
Whoa, is she single?
Yes, she is. And she is not playing around.
Yeah, I believe there are a couple summer slogans that people are going with.
Vaxxed and waxed.
Let's go, she said.
Vaxxed and whacked.
That's pretty good.
I can invite her to the Kentucky Derby party and just let's see what happens.
Is it this person?
No,
right.
it is not that one.
Okay.
He's going to go through all my friends.
Somebody else said, I am flasked and unmasked.
Okay.
Okay.
So apparently everybody's got new life and a couple new slogans as well.
Flasked and unmasked was how everybody was at my camping trip.
Flasked and
Flasked
unmasked.
and unmasked, baby.
Okay. So there you go. What is your summer slogan now based off this? Other things that you got going on this weekend. Tell you one place. I saw the videos of Liv at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. Dang, that place, it's pre-pandemic. It's going off. And they are not messing around. The lineup that Liv has got this weekend, they got David Guetta out there tonight, which he has about like 10
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
massive top 40 hits. So that's going to be huge. Then tomorrow, they've got Black Coffee, which they're doing a couple gigs in Miami this weekend. I'm hearing a little bit more about them. And then on Sunday, they got Travis Scott.
Oh, wow.
Right. So Liv's got a pretty solid lineup this weekend.
They do.
There's also an EDM fest that is going on Virginia Key Beach Park
Oh, my gosh, Bard. You want to
Friday
go?
and Saturday.
I'd be so bummed out if I was made to go to that.
We kidnap you and take you.
There was 1 year I was made to go to that thing to get audio. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Big Black Coffee's out there one day, and DJ Eric Prides is out there the other. They're also doing the Bayfront Jazz Festival at Bayfront Park in Miami today and tomorrow, so there's some things you can check out. They got Festival Siempre Flamenco, going to be at the Adrian Arce Center. That is tomorrow.
Ooh, I don't even know what that is, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's basically the Always Flamenco Festival. That's what that is.
Flamenco. It's a dance. dance. A Latin dance, Jbird.
Bailar.
I want to dance this weekend.
Jbird.
Okay.
Like, we're dancing at the Derby.
Okay. Carlos Mencia is going to be at the Palm Beach Improv Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, speaking of Latino.
Right. There you go. So you got some of that stuff going on. And then, like I said, next weekend is going to be big. Hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Friday. Talking about all the fun stuff going off this weekend. So tell me, if you had a choice, which is better, the zoo or a museum?
Ooh, I love a zoo. You know what? We should get a zooseum going.
A zooseum.
A zooseum.
I like that idea. So what, it's a museum of zoos?
Maybe a museum of old prehistoric animals. Zooseum. Bam.
What? Zooseum?
I think that's the Natural History Museum.
Well, they call it a zooseum. I don't know. It's fun.
Zooseum or zooseum?
Zooseum, whatever. Museum.
You just change your own name.
I'm excited. You know, I get all my thoughts going on at one time. And I just start talking.
I hear you. I think my family would definitely choose the zoo. I would probably definitely choose the museum.
Me too. I'm museum all the way.
The one that we got here is so cozy. I love the science museum we have here. It's great for kids. Mm-hmm. Really,
Okay.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Concert or a play? What would you rather go with? Concert or a play? Like a musical?
Concert.
Play.
I'm going concert too, Bird.
I know you are.
Yeah, you know us. Come on, you're going to a play, Virginia?
Yeah, I love a musical. I love a wonderful stage performance. I don't love every concert. In fact, I've been to quite a few that I was miserable at.
Yeah, but Whispers over here, you belong at a concert, not at a play, because I feel like you would distract the actors.
Yeah, and we're talking about like a group that you really like, not, we're not talking about your worst concert you ever gone to.
It's the best of, the best concert you could go to or the best play you could go to.
I pick play.
Yeah, she's wrong, Kevin.
Clearly. Okay, which one is better? A personal chef or a personal chauffeur?
Oh, this is the great debate because me and Dennys were talking about this the other day. If we win the lotto, those are the first two things we are securing, a chef and a chauffeur.
Okay.
But what's better?
Yeah, which one is better? Now, the one argument that I would throw out there with the personal chef is I got a food delivery service where the food's good, it's easy, and that would eliminate my need for a personal chef.
See, that's the way I feel about the Uber. I don't drive as much as I eat, so if I need to get anywhere, I can just get an Uber to take me here and there. So just like how you have the delivery service, that's how I look at the Uber. I'm going personal chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going chauffeur just because I kind of live further than you guys and I can get so much work done if I can be answering emails, posting on social media and doing all that during my commute instead of focusing on the road.
You kind of don't live, there's no kind of, you do live far from us.
It's 23 minutes, but you're a little bitch.
Nah.
Door to door, I can get from my house to here 23 minutes. Now it is morning commute. There's nobody on the roads when I drive, and I don't really stop for any stop signs or red lights.
23 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
That's one fast broom.
Yeah, I've seen that. The only thing that, and I guess there's an argument easily you can make for whichever one. The one I've seen with the personal chauffeur, I got a buddy of mine when he goes to concerts, he's got this guy that, is kind of like that, the personal chauffeur. He's the driver. And that dude, he's at your beck and call, basically. He will wait or this or that. That with an Uber, you don't. You're always kind of standing around. You're kind of waiting. You don't know what you're getting as far as that. This guy comes with like a cooler. It's packed. He can send him out to get ice or pizzas or anything like that. That's the cool thing about a personal chauffeur. I get the chef though. I mean, you can see both ways, but I think if I had to have one or the other, I'll take the food service and I'll get a personal chauffeur.
I could be on the couch, go, oh man, I really want a pierogi pizza.
True.
Chef, can you make me a pierogi pizza? And they do it.
They do.
Specialty.
Okay. On food, Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Gosh, man.
Oreos.
Oh, it's Oreo.
Yeah.
Oh, Oreos. I've rediscovered them because my kids
Yeah,
love them. And I'll eat one and I'm just like, oh, these are great.
They're good.
Chips Ahoy, they have a chemical aftertaste
I never liked
that
Chips Ahoy.
I don't like. And I usually am always, the chemicals are good. It tastes too fake to me.
If I'm going to eat a chocolate chip cookie, it better be fresh made.
Like a soft batch kind of. I
It
used to
better
eat
be-
those like crazy.
I don't want it out of a bag. I want it from a bakery.
Soft and chewy and delicious. Chips Ahoy are, hard.
too
I don't like hard
crunchy.
cookies.
Much like the frozen pizza, the cookies in the packages, there's still much work to be done.
There
they
is.
could be better.
They could be so much better, but can they?
But
'Cause
Oreos
they-
are good.
They have to be shelf stable.
I feel
They
like
used to have the soft batch cookies. I used to eat those all the time when I was fat. What happened to those?
They're
Those
still
taste
around.
like tons of chemicals.
they're still around. They're not
I
as
love
good.
them.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
not.
really?
Yeah, I used to love them too, and they're just they're missing something.
Okay, all right.
Oreos, I feel like they changed for the better. They get a lot of good things going on.
They were great, then they were bad for a little bit, and now Oreos are back.
back.
And the double stuffed, I mean, if you are not careful, I can eat an entire bag in 20 minutes.
You get tripled stuff on double stuff?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Doritos or Cheetos?
Oh, Cheetos.
Depends on the mood.
Boy, that's close. I think just because of Doritos variety, and man, there's something about a Cool Ranch. It's amazing. I go Doritos just.
I'm going Doritos because of variety. And Cheetos is a commitment. You're going to have cheese dust fingers.
True.
That's a whole thing.
You almost need a shower afterwards.
Yeah, all right, Doritos.
Well, Doritos and Cheetos, they're both going to be launching new extra hot chips this summer, and they're holding a vote on whose are hotter.
Oh.
So they are doing a head-to-head competition. So if you love a hot chip.
Those Doritos in the purple bag, the sweet chili, those might be my new favorite Doritos.
They are
Really?
so
Okay.
good.
They're so good.
See?
Even better than Cool Ranch, Kevin. You got to taste
You're
one.
making the argument for Doritos, Virginia.
Damn it, I am.
That
Yeah,
flavor
you
you
s-
talk about, they have something in that flavor that makes you want to keep going back like an
Yeah.
animal.
It's like crack.
Yes, it is.
Okay, our celebrities that are having a birthday today here on April 30th. Gotta say happy birthday to Travis Scott. He is going to be at Live on Sunday at the Fontainebleau on Miami Beach.
He's celebrating by laying on his money.
Yeah, probably.
And
got-
his baby mama is who?
His baby mama is, I don't know, Azalea, Iggy. I don't know.
Iggy Azalea.
Kylie.
Oh,
Kylie Jenner.
I don't care.
Yeah. Guy's a gold mine, though. I tell you, anything he wears, touches, does, he goes to McDonald's and gets a meal, and my son has to have it.
Yeah.
He is one of the biggest influencers out there. He's turning 29 today. Gal Gadot is 36 today. That's Wonder Woman. Kirsten Dunst turns 39, and Johnny Galecki of The Big Bang Theory is 46 today. Happy birthday to him. Also, happy 10th birthday to Nico. So proud of the person you're becoming. Love Mom, Ryan, Kevin, Lily, Magnolia, and your fur siblings. Got some cute photos of Nico as a baby, and now Nico on KVJ TV.
Oh, that kid's got great teeth.
Great hair.
Please wish Dean a very happy 17th birthday from Mom and the crew. Randy had sent that in, so a big old happy birthday wish to you there. Also got a birthday wish. My husband having his birthday today. He's taking me and our boys out to the Keys where we're staying in this $1.4 million house for the weekend. He's an amazing father and a great husband. I love you, Snookums.
Fancy pantsy.
How fun would that be? Can you imagine that? $1 million home in the Keys?
Can we go?
Don't think we were invited. Yeah, didn't see that.
I wouldn't feel comfortable in $1 million home. It don't feel natural.
We could get you a shanty.
I would love a shanty.
Plenty of those, yeah.
I would love a shanty.
We can have $1 million house and we'll put you in a shed in the backyard.
And I do just fine.
Okay. Coming up, we've got the No Name Movie Game. Stat guy Josh, he broke it all down for us. Virginia's got 8 wins on the year. She's doubled up the second most, which is Bird with 4. Dennys has got 3 wins on the year. And Virginia's got a current winner right now. Got a little streak of 1 going on.
Very tight race this year.
Yes, it is.
Virginia's longest win streak has been 3. And the highest winning score this year also belongs to Virginia with 6. She won with 6 3 different times.
There's no doubt. The witch is the best at this game.
Mm-hmm.
But all champions must fall.
Okay. And interesting thing that stat guy Josh did here, Bird has passed or missed a title almost 3 times more than his partner has guessed the title correctly. Basically, in short, he's passing more than he's getting correct guesses.
Oh, that's a good stat to analyze, stat guy Josh.
He's breaking it down, yeah.
Okay, I got it. I love that.
You're actually last in correct answers, Bird. Virginia has 61. You got 37.
I'm going to take this info and probably do nothing with it, but I love it.
Time once again for another round of the No Name Movie Game. Here we go with our champ, Virginia, trying to keep the streak alive. She's won 1 week in a row.
The witch is good.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got her starting off here today with her partner, Michelle from Boca Raton. Hello, Michelle.
Happy Friday, KVJ.
Michelle.
All right. Here we go. Virginia is going to be giving you the clues to the movies. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie.
Do this.
Okay.
She's distracted.
All right, I'm ready.
The witch is drinking cocoa, and it's got me and Dennys distracted.
I made a little cocoa coffee blend back at the coffee machine in our kitchen.
Smart way to throw the bird off. You know he can't concentrate
As
when
long
there's
as
a
it's not a
smell
bird
of
bomb.
chocolate in the air.
Yeah, at least it's not a bird bomb. She's right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, 60 seconds. Your time begins now.
Pass. It's the football team, the basketball team in Miami.
The Heat.
Yes. Pass on that one. Dinosaurs. It's a whole place. They came back to life. Like
Jurassic Park.
Yes. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. If a room, all the lights are out in it, it's called what? It's a color.
The dark room.
It's a color.
Black. A black room.
But it's also it's a baseball term. What do you?
Black.
Yes. Before you cross the street, you should do this.
Look both ways.
Yes. He's got this thing. An alligator ate his hand, so now he's got a what? A blank for a hand.
A hook.
Yes. Pass on that one. It's in my coffee today. It makes chocolate.
Cocoa.
Yes. Pass on that one.
What are the odds she gets cocoa?
I mean, cocoa.
She's tied the best score of the year with 6.
Yep, she's using those witch mind powers again.
Well, Michelle was amazing. Let's give credit.
She was good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hang on there. Let's see if Michelle's got enough to bring home the win. We got Dennys.
Look how deflated Texarado Longhand is.
Yeah.
6 is daunting.
A half a dozen is tough to get through. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, we got Dennys paired up here with Jen from Palm City. Hello, Jen.
Good morning.
Okay.
A little pep in the
Got some
step.
energy.
Oh, yeah.
Energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Denny's going to give you the clues here in the No Name Movie Game. 60 seconds is your time. It begins now.
It's a singing troupe. They do a cappella. They're a bunch of girls from school.
Pitch Perfect.
Yep, perfect. This is where the werewolf and Dracula stay when they're on vacation.
Transylvania.
But where would
Hotel
they?
Transylvania.
Yep, perfect. They are fantastic, and there's more than 6 of them. It was a cowboy troupe. Lawman. Pass that one. This is it's 2 superheroes, and they're fighting each other, but they're both good. Pass that one. That one's tricky. The Triple Lindy. He goes back to college. He's an adult, and he's good at the swim
Back
team.
to school.
Yep, beautiful. This is another term for a magician, a person who deceives you with.
Illusionist.
Yep.
The illusionist.
He was an ex-hitman, and they killed his dog, and now he's getting revenge. He dresses very sharp. Oh, close. John Wick on that last one.
Sweet Dennys.
Okay, got a 4 spot there.
Not enough for the witch.
Yeah.
It seemed like that was 3 minutes long.
It seemed like Virginia's was 3 minutes long too.
Dennys can slow time.
Yes.
Well, if you give Kevin $20, he gives you 10 extra seconds.
Dang, Wilson's on the take?
I don't know if you knew that.
Everything's for sale, Bird.
Now you know.
Everything's for sale.
Too bad you're broke.
Money talks.
That's right. Okay, let's see if Bird can do it here. You're paired up with Jackie from Tamarack. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, good morning, KVJ.
Jackie, my gosh, I need this one bad. The witch, she's been vaccinated. She needs to be knocked down a peg or two.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Okay, 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
It's a football movie. It talked about race issues in America back in the 60s. Disney did it. Forgetful.
I remember the Titans.
Yes. You got it. Another name for a home rabbit. Home rabbit. Another name for that would be a pass it. They were best friends. They drove off a cliff. They killed people.
Thumb and Louise.
Got it. We have everyone over at my place, and it turns into the biggest home fiesta.
House party.
Got it. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine come around. Umbrellas, magical woman. She's a babysitter.
Mary Poppins.
You got it. If I am past Dennys, I'm British. I'm royalty. My name is this. Please say my name. I'm British. I'm a royal.
Whoa, you tied with Dennys with 4. You fell short of the witch. Virginia is going to keep the streak alive.
4?
Move along, little doggies.
Yeah,
The two missed were King Arthur and House Bunny.
Bunny, yeah.
Oh, it hurts.
Bunny, home
The
rabbit.
rabbit at home.
Home, yeah. Okay, Michelle, congratulations. You're the big winner here today.
Michelle.
All right.
Setting the
Okay.
Love
tone.
you guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you
Okay.
for making my return from maternity leave that much easier every morning.
Oh, that's so nice. Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Welcome back.
Okay. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Jbird lost there. Can he win here with the KVJ draft? We yesterday drafted the best TV shows from the 2010s.
Oh, there could be a lot of losing in the course of 15 minutes.
There could be.
I don't know if he can handle it, sir.
There could be. I got to tell you, though, your list near the top. Is it the top?
Oh.
That's the question. You did not finish last, so maybe something for the bird to look forward to. Who won yesterday's KVJ draft? We got the results coming up, as well as an interesting list from BuzzFeed of the series that nailed their final episode. Most of them blow it. Some actually did it right. We'll tell you which one's next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Yesterday, we did a KVJ draft for the best TV shows from the 2010s. I went with Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Americans as my 3 shows.
The Americans, would I like that?
I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. And oddly enough, I did not finish it all the way. It was one of those things where I was watching it in real time, and then they had a new season, and there was, delay, whatnot. My wife watched, she's like, you wouldn't care for it. And then I see it on the list I'm about to bring up is one of the best series finales ever. And I'm like, I feel like maybe I need to go back and finish that off.
I feel like The Americans is just your speed, too. That's a very Kevin show.
It was cool. It's about Russian spies infiltrating in the U.S. back in the 80s. So it's got that nostalgia thing. And it is really interesting. And I think it's really kind of based off of a lot of the true things of espionage that was happening during the tail end of the Cold War.
Yeah, that's so Kevin.
Yeah, they were grooming people in Russia to not have any kind of accent. They would know American culture. They would be able to blend in like nothing, but they were working for the Soviet government, and what they would do, the means that they would go to, and they were kind of a spy couple that they had paired up, but then they really did kind of fall in love in real life. And actually in real life, they're a couple.
They were spy-sexual.
Yeah, spy-sexual. Okay. Absolutely.
You sold me. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's a solid show. Just maybe not enough people know about it. Who knows? Virginia went with Modern Family, Top Chef, and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
That's where She lost the tournament.
Look,
I
that
don't
right
think she
there.
won.
Well, that got her last place.
I voted with my heart. I don't know what to tell you.
You have a heart?
Jbird went with Parks and Rec, Game of Thrones, and South Park.
Pretty solid.
Okay, a lot of comedy in there. Dennys went Veep, Justified, and American Horror Story.
Dennys is telling me that Justified is supposed to be really good. He told me the plot behind it. That sounds like a good one.
When I was kind of looking it up, it was one of the most critically acclaimed shows of the 2010s.
He speaks very highly of that.
I'm going to have to check it out. You've also got Suits with The Office, Stranger Things, and The Walking Dead.
Those are 3 heavy hitters.
Yeah, Suits always does well at this.
Google Gary.
Person who by far did the worst, though, this week was Dennys.
Oh.
Sweet Dennys?
Yeah.
It burned.
Big
Yeah.
Z.
Well, I love Veep. Like I tell you, if you love insult comedy, there has never been a show done better. It was on HBO, Julia Louis-Dreyfus in it. Even the sideline characters. If you know comedy and watch a lot of comedy, these are the best actors for comedy. They're deadpan. They're hysterical. If you love that kind of stuff, there's not been a better show created than Veep.
You made me want to watch it, but it's not on Netflix.
You would
It's
love
HBO.
Veep, actually.
Yeah.
I think I would love it just
You
from
would.
hearing Kevin describe it.
My wife and I talked and we agreed last night we're going to go back at some point and watch it all again. Because you can, because it's not being a comedy. You just watch for all the insults and the funny lines, and it's constantly coming.
Ask your wife if I can come over and watch it with you.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
come
in
on
the middle
in.
of
Jump
watching
into bed
it.
with us.
I'm watching it again currently right now.
Oh,
You
yeah,
come
okay.
too.
Yeah, you can come over to my place.
Oh, that's true.
Come all drunk. I guess.
So Dennys finished last with that. Next to last is Virginia with their Top Chef and the Real Housewives.
Damn it.
Then in third place is me with Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Americans.
So it's the kid, the prodigy versus the bird.
Yes, it is. Both of you up there, and bringing home the win, Suits.
Dang, look at Suits.
Gets the win with The Office, Stranger Things, and The Walking Dead. I thought Stranger Things might cost him.
I thought so too,
'Cause
Kevin.
It's big, but I mean, is it that massive?
It just shows you how wrong I am once again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. The list is kind of interesting, and I think it's really important because I had told you I went on. I've watched several shows now. 2 different reasons. 2 of the last shows that I watched. One, 40-plus episodes that ended terribly in the last 5 minutes, and they killed off the love interest, which I was stunned. All 40 episodes were building to this moment where they live happily ever after, and then they killed her. And you're like, and then he's on an island crying by himself. And you're like, that's it?
I don't hate that.
I know you like it. I couldn't stand it.
He just wants to be by himself on an island.
Yeah.
That's all that
If
is.
you love sadness and
Doug,
disappointment.
and isolation.
Yeah, if you were selling it, if you love to be sad, if you love disappointment, then this is your show.
No, it just sometimes that happens in life, and I like when they keep it kind of real. So it ain't always about a
I
happy
live
ending.
life. I watch TV to escape. I want some happiness somewhere.
Kevin wants the dream.
I do. Give
the
me the
fantasy.
dream.
Give me the nightmare.
And then the other show that did it for me was a show that had an amazing second season, great cliffhanger, and then I found out Netflix killed it. And I can't believe where they left it. It's completely unsatisfying. And so that's why, if you're thinking about jumping into a show, look at this list. Series that nailed their final episode. And it is a big deal. I keep telling you that S-Bombs Creek, that show.
Did it right.
I'm not even sure if I can say the name.
Yeah, you can.
But it's on Netflix. In fact, the whole cast, they are going to be at Hard Rock Live coming up this week. They're going to be there. So if you love that show, they are doing a fan fest. That is actually going to be on Sunday.
There's definitely going to be a movie made.
They're going to do one of those panels where they all sit on the stage and take questions. If you love the show, that is super cool.
Guaranteed they make a movie. If it's that popular and they got that much heat, they're going to do it.
And the final season was what I like. It was just them going around. It was all feel good. And you just ended up the whole show feeling fantastic about everything that you watched. And so I would put S-Bombs Creek on there. BuzzFeed does not have that on their list. But to know that a series ends well to me is a big deal. The ones that they did mention, they said The Office.
I personally did not love the finale. I know some people do. They barely had Steve Carell in there. Steve Carell had one line, maybe two.
Dang.
Yeah.
He was in there under a minute.
Okay, I didn't feel like they did it right, huh?
It was okay.
Okay, they have Breaking Bad.
Yes, I thought that was a good ending.
I did too. Mad Men.
Yeah, that was it was one of those endings where you go, huh, what does that mean?
Okay, The Americans, which I'd mentioned, they said that ended well, which makes me want to go back and now see what happened. Parks and Rec, Community, Lost, which actually ironically lost me somewhere in the mix. It got too weird
Lost
and
didn't
confusing.
do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand.
That series has such
People still stand
they're
by it.
fanatical fans, man. They love that series.
I know. Parenthood, they say, did it right on their final episode. 6 Feet Under, Gotham, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Downton Abbey, and for the older generation, Monk, The Golden Girls, and The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
You know, going back, I don't think I did like the Mad Men finale. It was
You
okay.
didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I got it confused.
So you don't necessarily agree with that one.
The Breaking Bad one, I agree with that one big time.
Okay. All right. Is there any one that you would add to it? Because honestly, anymore, I almost want a whole series to go through, do its full run. I want to find out that the last episode was satisfying, and then I'll jump into and commit to 4 or 5 or whatever seasons and how many episodes.
What was the Golden Girls finale? What made that so special? That they all stayed alive?
Did they all leave the house?
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it during commercial break.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
I'm gonna watch it.
And somebody just texted in from Broward, said, Lost, worst ending ever. So they completely disagree with that.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Somebody said with the Golden Girls, Dorothy got married and moved out. That's how they wrapped that up.
Oh.
If you're wondering.
There was one where I believe Rose had an AIDS scare. Do you remember that one?
I
It was
don't.
heavy, man. It
Would have been the 80s. She was throwing it.
Yeah.
And
Blanche was the one that was
But
throwing
that was
it.
Betty
Was
White's
it?
character.
Oh, no
yeah.
way.
And she
Rose
was all
was the
scared.
sweet one.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they had
That's odd.
They went to it was an HIV test, I should say, and they were
Yeesh.
they were waiting for the results. It was heavy.
Dang.
Me and Denny's always go back and watch the very special episodes.
You always watch the sad ones.
It's just so over the top.
does.
He can't have a happy Golden Girl, so
No.
he's got to watch the one that makes you cry.
It doesn't. It's just weird, bad. It's odd. That's why I like it.
If you want to sell something to him, the word sad works.
I'm a very happy
Draws him
person.
in.
I'm happy.
I'm happy, I swear.
The one that's getting the most talk that people are texting is Dexter. One person loved it. Most people hate it. And just so you know, it's not the series finale because it's coming back. I saw the preview for the new season of Dexter that they're doing. And it showed like a campfire in a snowy setting. And it said, I love to get back to nature. My true nature.
Oh.
And that was about it.
So it's not over.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's going to be set in Miami. It looks like he's out in the woods killing people.
Well,
which is
that's
a great place to kill.
That's where murderers love to kill.
They do. So you would think that would draw him in. So that's some of the ones that people had said. Other people were talking about Friends, Sons of Anarchy, Gilmore Girls, great ending. Anthony in Port St. Lucie even said The Wonder Years had a great ending. And Big Bang Theory. And then Monica here from Jupiter. What series do you think ended up really well, Monica?
Hi, guys. Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl.
I don't know how everyone forgets about that, but Gossip Girl. S&B XOXO ended up being Dan.
Oh, she just ruined Gossip Girl for everybody. Oh, no.
I didn't even hear it. My phone broke up. My earphones did.
My daughter loved that. That was a big deal. Gossip Girl, she does rave about that.
God,
and she's
yeah.
gone back several times. So when they do a good ending, you can go back and watch it several times. You know, make good endings, people. Come on, man. It's worth it, right? All right, we got some Feel Good Fridays as well that people have dropped in on us here. Michelle sent us an email and said, I want to let you know that our son Logan was one of 3 boys chosen on his football team to represent Southeast Florida in the pro football game next week in Tampa. He's going to be in Kissimmee this Sunday for the championship game where they're going to announce him on stage, present him with the game jersey, announce his team. He worked so hard for this last year, and it's nice to be recognized for it. So there you go.
That's a big deal, man.
Yeah, and Papa Dukes, remember him? That was the grandfather, so you can
Yes.
see him there. He's got his jersey on.
What a cool story.
Yeah. That is a great story. So thank you for sending that in, Michelle.
Yay.
Somebody else said, I finished my first week of my promotion at work. I love my company and my new office.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to our bosses. They took us out for drinks last night. We had great fun.
Happy hour.
Dennys won some money. We were playing games.
He did, yeah.
I want to shout out to Randy, Elizabeth, and Bruce, our bosses.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
I tell you, it makes or breaks the pleasure in your life if you have a good team that you work with, and we have a great team.
Amen.
We've had bosses we didn't like before.
Yeah.
It makes it tough.
Yeah, we love being here, and we love how they enable us to do our job every day. Somebody said, today is my last day working after 12 days in a row, 10-hour work days. I hear sometimes people say, I haven't had a vacation day in like years. I don't know how people don't lose their mind.
That's when you see people snap in the fast food line.
Amen.
That's when they're tackling people about their burger because they just have snapped.
It's not about the burger. It's about all the other pressures in life, and then the burger's just, unfortunately, the final straw.
Well, that's the one thing you can control, what you eat. And then when it doesn't happen, you lose it.
You're right.
Somebody else there, Feel Good Friday. They're having their first baby on Tuesday. That's so
Yay,
exciting.
Congratulations.
Somebody else got a new puppy after losing 2 dogs in the same month. It's a beautiful puppy. They sent a photo in.
That's cute.
Yeah, it does kind of get you going there. So some great stuff. If you got any kind of wins, you can let us know. 877-979-WRMF. We were talking about earlier in the week for the state of Florida. If you look up Google and days where drinking is the biggest in the state, it seems like the fast food that Florida goes to the most is Burger King, which I thought that was odd because I would think it'd be Taco Bell everywhere, but Taco Bell only won one state in the entire country doing that type of search.
I like Burger King. I really do. I think they got great burgers. We're talking fast food burgers.
But let's be honest, you like them all.
I do. I like them all for their own reasons. It's like
Sure.
it is like children.
And he can break it down for you.
You're right.
Jbird has got a 1-bite challenge that's going to be coming up. Can he cram a whole Whopper into his pie hole?
Ooh.
I have 4 here. I'm not going for just one.
Oh, really?
A lot of
people know
people.
what you're doing 4.
4 at once?
I'm going to see how many I can get. Kind of like what I did with
Okay, I like that because I think you will get one.
Yeah.
I mean, after what you did last week, you did the Twinkies, like almost a whole box,
Remember,
10 Twinkies in your mouth.
No one thought I could even do 5. I almost got 10 up in here.
I know.
Okay.
I've been stretching my mouth out. I've been doing mouth stretches.
It's a source of pride. Your whole family is so proud, finally.
They are. They are actually. They like the 1-bite challenge.
They're like, finally, something we can write home to Rhode Island about.
They can tell the family about it. You know how many Whoppers are a boy stuck in his mouth at one time?
You made the Christmas card with this.
Why don't you pipe down, you vaccinated witch?
You should get that COVID immunity, and it's made her meaner. Yeah, what the heck is
Vaxxed
going
and
on?
waxed, baby.
That's right. Jbird is chasing greatness. His 1-bite challenge. 9 Twinkies, almost a full box he got into his mouth at one time. Now he's going after the Whopper.
A lot of people don't believe in me, Kevin, for this one. A lot of people think a half a Whopper.
No, come
3/4 of a Whopper.
No. I would say 2 full Whoppers.
2 full ones? You think? I feel like I could get 2 full ones, but it is going to be a struggle. I deliberately got all the fixins on them.
Yeah.
Because
that looks so good.
Visual, and look, if you can put a whole Whopper with the fixins on there.
Yeah,
that's more impressive.
It is. Absolutely.
These are Impossible Whoppers. They are very tasty.
Is that the fake meat?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And I think they might even be a little bigger and heavier than the regular Whopper.
Impossible is doing a really big thing. You can buy them in the grocery store. You can get them at fast food. Like, if you want to try them, there are lots of options.
My suggestion when you do these Impossible burgers or the Beyond Meat stuff, you gotta cook. You gotta almost char it. If you don't do that, it kind of gets gross.
Don't undercook it.
Don't undercook them. Overcook them.
Yes.
Give them some char, and then they taste really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice little tip there. Okay, if you want to watch this, it's going to be on KVJ TV. Go to YouTube, look for the KVJ show, and you can see this amazing display.
Sweet Dennys is my corner guy. You got me if I start choking.
Okay, yeah, he's got the Heimlich ready to go.
All right, so technically, I'm just trying to see how many I can get in my mouth. I don't have to swallow.
No, you don't. No, it's just...
I'm going to try to, though.
Yeah, in your mouth. I'm saying, too, Virginia, you think he's going to go over or under that?
I mean, 2 is a lot in itself.
This is very big.
It is
The
actually,
Whopper don't
Look how
play.
big that is. I mean, there's a lot in there.
It is.
It's
That's
got
why
cheese.
I'm giving
Did you get extra cheese?
I don't. Yeah, I did. I think probably. No,
Dude.
I don't know.
I always get extra cheese.
All right, just pipe down. Don't prolong the bit.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if he can do 2. That will be the over-under. Suits, you going over-under 2. You look at that Whopper. He thinks under.
This is so
It is big. It is. Yeah, I
So-
was thinking 1, but then you got a lot of credibility after what you did with them Twinkies.
And your boy, you're okay with the push and smush technique. That's not considered a steroid
whatever you
type.
got, whatever you got to do to get that thing in there.
Well, no asterisks, and you'll have to get on Twitter.
Yeah, okay. Here Jbird goes, putting the Whopper in his mouth. He's going for the first one.
Oh, my.
Push and smush means he's kind of like rounding around, so he's kind of rotating it, and he's cramming it in. Wow.
This is hard to watch.
Okay, he's not getting 2.
That's
I don't
gross.
think. I thought it was going to be 1 originally, and 1 might have been the right thing. There's a lot of condiments on that thing. It's all kind of oozing out. Okay, he's got
1 in there,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, Suits is wow. I mean, and he's going to work on it a little bit more, trying to find a little space in there. But as it was right now, he got the whole Whopper in there, but it still was bulging out of his lips.
I mean, who needs the Olympics when you got stuff like this?
Oh, absolutely. I don't even think I'm going to watch the Olympics now, Virginia. I'm just going to watch all these. Jbird's a 1-bite challenge. I would think that a
He's
sensible person would stop at 1.
Well, where's the sensible person?
That's true. He's not here. He's pushing the 1 Whopper to the side. He's thinking that somehow he's going to cram a second Whopper in there. He is going for the second Whopper.
This is Whopper number 2.
He's pushing and smushing, and boy, you can see his eyes. He is strained. He's got tears coming out of his eyes. His eyes are all red and bloodshot now. His face is red.
I mean, that's a champion.
He's really going for this second full Whopper, though. I just don't see it happening. He's got pickle popping out of his mouth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, look at him. He looks like he has been kicked by a donkey.
No, that's just his face. He always looks like that.
He does. Okay, he's working it in there.
Oh,
he's
boy.
pushing. Dennys is rubbing his shoulders, trying to massage him. I don't know what that's going to do, but I know he likes to be touched. Are you going for, is that a third?
No,
Oh, okay,
that's the other half of the second
geez.
Whopper.
Whopper's too much.
3/4 of the
He
second
can't do
Whopper.
it. He's going to blow.
Yeah.
He's
you gotta
gonna
tap it.
blow.
You got to tap out. Got to tap out, man. A sensible man would tap out a long time ago.
Oh, and there it goes.
All right. It's gone. It's out. Okay. What do we feel good about giving him credit for here? I would say without a doubt he got the 1 full Whopper, but a full Whopper will take up about every inch of your mouth.
I believe we should give him credit for a Whopper and a quarter.
Whopper and a
Denny's,
quarter?
what do you think about those numbers?
Yeah, because he kind of fell apart when he put that last like quarter in there. So I'd say
Yeah.
a Whopper and a half. I'd give him credit on.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I got to tell you, you got to feel really good about yourself right now. You know?
I don't know if he could.
Yeah.
He looks pretty sad.
I thought I could get 2.
Yeah, you did. Well, I honestly, I thought the over-under, I was going to set it at 1, and I think that's what it should be for a normal person. But you're not a normal person. You're a competitor.
I disappointed the chat room and I let them down.
Oh.
I'm inspired. I thought it was great.
You need to pick it back up. You can't be setting the tone for a Friday like this.
Then it might be time for some bird bombs.
Oh, no, Bird Bomb Friday.
Let's get it.
Wow. All right, you guys have been sending us some of the misconnections. Said, hey, will you guys just do a real quick one? We sent that in. I haven't heard it yet on the show. So, all right, here you go. We'll go ahead and do a little misconnections here, just real quick, impromptu like. And I'll share a little bit of the love here. Give Virginia and Jbird a chance to jump in on this fun as well. So you guys each have one coming up here you can choose from of all the ones we've been sent. I'm going to take this one. This is a male seeking a female that somebody sent in here.
And we're trying to be as creepy and as weird as possible. We want to make the audience feel like they need to take a bath.
You just
right?
want to fit whatever you think the person would sound like who wrote this misconnection. And yeah, a lot of them are a little sleazy. A lot of them. Yeah. There's a male seeking a female here. It says, you saved me from drowning. It says here, yeah, I'm looking for a blonde woman named Deborah. I was swimming near the beaches of Lake Worth when suddenly the undertow pulled me under the water. I thought I was gonna die. Then out of the blue, I'm pulled to safety. by this beautiful mystery woman. All I remember is that this woman had blonde hair and the biggest old set of knockers I have ever seen in my life. She told me her name was Deborah, but that's all I remember. Then she was gone, without a trace. So if there's this blonde woman named Deborah who's got a big old set of you-know-what, please respond. I want to repay you with a favor. I'd love to give you the best sex of your life as a symbol of gratitude. You saved my life, so now let me do the same for you sexually. Private message me if this is you.
Okay, see, that's not a misconnection. That's a manifesto. That's there's so much there.
Yeah, she saved his life, and now he wants to repay her by boinking her, which I'm sure,
Yeah.
No, thanks. Keep the change.
She's probably like, I'm good.
She'll let him drown.
I'm all right.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have saved you.
Why did I save
Let me save your life by giving you a disease.
and then possibly murdering you?
Virginia, you want to jump on one of these?
Yes. All right. This one is from Robbie the Sex Robot.
Okay.
Nobody can keep up with me when it comes to sex. All of my lovers call me the sex robot. Because I can keep going and going.
Oh.
I can get it going 10 times a day, and I'd love to get you going, too.
Ooh.
Who's ready for Robbie, the sexual robot man?
I am
Robbie.
malfunction.
Robbie.
Whoa.
How about that?
That was sexy.
Well, thank you.
All right, Burr, why don't you take one of the misconnections?
This one says, I'm a big old baby, so treat me like one.
Oh, this one feels like it fits you.
I'm a grown ass adult, and I want you to powder me like a baby. If I get too fussy, you might have to smack my innocent tushy. No need to bring a pacifier. I like sucking my own. So who's ready to powder this baby? I'm all kinds of dirty from making my poopsies.
Oh, gosh. What the heck, man? Gosh, people are messed up.
That's a thing.
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah. It totally is a thing.
Wow. All right, well, there you go. So thank you for sending those in. We'll do a few here or there.
We know you can't take much more, so we're going to stop.
I mean, you do gotta throw the towel in after poopsies.
Yeah, that's about it.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
He's producer Dennys, and he knows when you're high. He's producer Dennys, and he's one hell of a guy.
Hard to beat.
Don't learn the song.
I like to sing along.
And he's one hell of a guy.
Songs by Gollum.
I have the spirit of song in my voice. I apologize for the pain it causes your ears, but I need to sing.
Can you tell that spirit to shut up? Just kidding. Come on, I love it.
Okay, it's Denny's own little superpower. He knows so much about weed and the people who partake of it. He could definitely tell it just by listening to you speak and answering questions if you are high or not with amazing accuracy. People try to throw him off the scent, so if you're high, call us. Even if you're not high, call us. 877-979-WRMF. Joanne starts us off here from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Joanne.
Hello, hello. How are y'all?
Good.
What's up?
Okay. Let's see here if Denny's can figure out if you are high or not.
And this is the first one since he cut his hair. This is a big deal.
Yeah, we want to figure out. Yeah,
that's
he didn't lose it
right.
with the comedy.
You're right.
So did he lose his superpower when he cut his hair? Is he like the Samson of weed?
I do like that title.
The Samson of weed, everyone.
We will see.
Okay, what questions do you have here for Joanne before you guess if she's high or not?
Joanne, how many ties do you think a giraffe could wear at once?
Oh, God. 20 plus.
20 plus.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I'd say
20
like
plus.
100.
I'm thinking 380.
That's a lot.
I think it
Well,
could.
is it a baby giraffe or full grown?
Full grown.
Yeah, we don't mess with no babies.
I think Bird's closer, yeah.
380-ish. Maybe 405.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
Between 380 and 405.
Is Bird high?
Well,
I don't know. You guys
Look at him.
You guys make your own judgment.
You couldn't be sober and pick out that outfit.
Whatever, dog. This outfit's so on point. This is awesome. I love this thing.
He wants to ride the range, but still do yoga.
It's versatile. Okay, next question, Dennys.
Joanne, if you were to invent a brand new dance, what would you name it?
I don't dance, dude. I couldn't even tell you.
She don't dance.
Shut you down.
Yeah, shut down,
Yeah.
sweet dance.
Not even a question that applies to
Never
me.
dances, huh?
She's like Footloose. She don't dance.
I get it. All right. Let's see.
Honestly, the only dance move I've ever been able to do is the worm from like elementary school, and I do not do that in my adult life. I promise.
The worm's tough on the crotch.
Yeah, the worm's tough on the boobs.
It is.
It's not good for the genitals.
Right,
yeah.
Virginia. My 7-year-old had me do it like 6 months ago. I will never do it again.
Okay. Lesson learned. All right, Dennys, anything else you want to ask Joanne here?
Final one. We'll see. If you were transformed into a vehicle, what would your horn sound like?
Okay. Okay. All right. What do you think here? Virginia, if you had to say, is Joanne high?
I mean, she's playful, she's fun,
Yeah.
she's giggly, but she's got a lot of energy too. Is she high, but on that weed that gives you like energy?
Like the Cocoa Puff, like just a sprinkle of cocaine.
Yeah.
Just a taste of cocaine, not much.
Could you do a Cocoa Puff for breakfast?
Oh my god.
I'm saying high, but I'm not the expert. I defer to
Saying high.
Dennys.
Okay. All right. I thought pretty much straight and narrow. There was 1 second with a laugh that made
That
me
giggle.
think a little bit otherwise. Bert, if you had to guess, you think Joanne's high?
I don't think she's high. I think she's so much fun, but I don't think she's high.
Okay. It's all about Dennys, though. What do you think? Is Joanne high here?
You know, I was gonna say no, but there was that one giggle when she was talking about the dancing, and
Yeah.
you looked over too.
Uh-huh.
I'm just slightly leaning high with her.
Okay. Slightly leaning high. That's Dennys' final verdict here. Joanne, are you high?
I am high this morning, y'all.
Oh, Virginia picked it up too.
She was good.
You're good. That was
Yeah.
fun.
It was only because of that giggle.
Yeah, it
Both
was.
Kevin and I looked at each other.
She was composed. She brought
Yeah.
that energy.
She did. Yeah.
What was her name?
Doesn't dance,
Joanne.
Joanne. That was fun.
Doesn't dance Joanne.
Doesn't dance Joanne. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's her name. Very nice. Okay. There it is.
I'm coining that one. Thanks,
Yeah.
Kev.
Let it all out now, girl.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with the same town, different name. It's Patty. Hello from Port St. Lucie.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Patty?
I am freaking fabulous today.
Okay. All right.
I know, it's tough.
It's tough.
All right.
so
Well,
tough, right?
Dennis can figure out here if Patty's high or she's just playing around. What you got for Patty?
Patty, what animal do you think would be the worst at singing opera?
Oh, my Lanta. I think a whale, because when your ears are underwater, it sounds really weird. So I think that they would have like a really weird perception of sound.
I mean,
Okay.
it's
I was
very
gonna-
astute.
I'm going to go with crow. Crows would be terrible at opera.
Yeah, Virginia, we want to hear that. What's
Yeah.
it sound like?
What's
That bird's back.
There you go. You're right.
I'm here for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, next question, Denny's.
Let's see. How many tears would it take crying on a steak for you to think it's seasoned to perfection?
Oh, that's at least 5 dabs in.
What?
Oh, that is such a dab.
Salty tears to season your meat?
You were still
How long would somebody have to cry over your steak for it to be perfect?
That's
Wow.
real high. That is such a bizarre question.
It's so gross.
Wow. Okay. Patty.
Like 50. I guess 50, because, blood, sweat, and tears for your meat. I mean, 50 is good.
Okay.
Nicely seasoned,
yeah.
perfect.
She's got an answer.
I like that.
All right.
Like
And
12
she
Now
justified it.
that's what I think about when I'm cooking now. Do I want to add sweat to my food?
Let the tears fall in and see what happens.
Tears.
Okay.
Tears. Sweat. Whatever.
Sweat.
What?
It's eye sweat.
If somebody was on a treadmill running and they had the sweat funneled to a thing and you had to drink it, would you be able to drink that?
Is it a side question?
That sounds like a KVJ bit.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we haven't done that.
Kind of, right? Yeah, it's gnarly. Okay, final question here. What you got, Dennys?
Final one. What would be your stripper name? If you were a stripper, what would you name yourself?
Oh, it would probably be Weeble Wobble because as many times as if I fall, I don't stay down.
Okay.
That is actually really good.
I'm not big into strip clubs. I would go see Weeble Wobble.
Yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bird.
We will wobble with. They don't fall down. Okay, what do you think about Patty here? If you had to say, Bird, do you think she's high?
I do think she's high. I think she's great fun, but I'm locking it high.
Going high. Virginia?
I don't think she's high. I think she's adorable, and I can't wait to see her on the main stage.
I love Weeble Wobble.
It's the greatest name ever.
This could be a tricky one. Dennys, what do you think? Is Patty high or not?
At first, I thought she was trying to fool me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's gotta be
Challenging.
high, right?
I thought she was
Challenging.
acting, but then she just stayed so in character.
She gets
Yeah.
an A+ for staying in character.
Yeah.
I feel like she's high.
She Meryl Streeping you.
Yeah, you're right.
The hippies think she's high.
Okay.
I'm getting a high vibe. At first, I thought she was trying to fool me.
Okay. Patty, are you high or not?
Well, here's the big thing. Usually I'm never not high, but I'm currently in the hospital and I just ate an edible. So give me about an hour and I will be.
So she's not high now, but she's on her way there.
I'm not high.
With a evil laugh.
So wait,
almost.
you're in the hospital being medically treated and you just ate an edible?
Yeah, that's why I gave you a fake name, duh.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
she's
layered.
bold.
Oh,
She
this
is
girl
bold.
That was your hint. Usually I'm never not high.
Wow. And so she's not high right now.
I still feel like you have residual high in you.
You think there's still
I
remnants?
think there's remnants in there.
And that's what's throwing Dennys off the scent here?
I mean, she wins this round.
He's
Yeah,
picking
she
up on the
wins.
fact she's a stoner, but she's saying, it hasn't
She
kicked in
hasn't.
yet.
She hasn't been sober for at least completely for 6 years.
Yes, you got me.
It's a lot longer than that.
All right. Well, you kept it fun, Patty. Thanks for calling in.
Do I get the T-shirt? Do I get a T-shirt?
I don't know.
You
You
don't.
make those.
Anybody got a T-shirt you want to give her?
I'll draw something on a shirt.
We can give you something else. We'll talk off the air.
Then he's got your next edible on him.
Yes.
Hold on real quick. All right. Very nice.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby.
It's the whacked out news.
People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
I mean, the world is a scary place. Florida may be a little bit scarier than most with all of the creatures that we got here. Gators, snakes, goes on and on. The poisonous spiders they keep finding next to our zoos.
The mosquitoes with that
Yeah.
dengue and that chikungunya.
The
Yeah.
mega mosquito.
Yeah, there's always something, but apparently you can lower us on the list of most deadly for one thing, and that is lightning strikes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
According to a new study, they found that Oklahoma actually gets slightly more lightning strikes per square mile.
Huh.
And I think we're up there too with certain. Are we still number one or top three when it comes to shark attacks?
Shark attacks, yeah. Shark bites, yeah, we are.
Okay.
Number one in that still.
Number one. All right.
Number one in I think in the world.
Florida is jacked up.
It
Yeah.
is.
I get why they have the Florida man.
We got a lot of crazy, dangerous things going on here. So we've fallen back in lightning. That's good news. Still really high in cocaine, though. We just found 53 pounds of cocaine that washed ashore in the form of 19 bricks in Indian River County, right off of Sea Grape Trail. So if you're looking for some blow, apparently there's some there. Washed ashore. Yeah. And we still also lead in stupidity. Apparently in Orange County, there's some crews that were painting out a school zone, and they spelled it not S-C-H-O-O-L. They spelled it S-C-O-H-O-L. So we're still, fighting stupidity. So that is a problem.
Ironic that they misspelled school.
Yeah, that's the funny. And of course, somebody's gonna take a photo. The Florida, we're dumb. I gotta tell you though, we may have dropped back in lightning strikes, but this is kind of alarming to me. I don't even understand it. Maybe Dennys gets this. I just tell you the story that I was reading. It said federal agencies are investigating at least 2 possible attacks on U.S. soil of possible mysterious directed energy, including one near the White House in November of last year. Sources say the incidents appear similar to mysterious and visible attacks that have led to debilitating symptoms for dozens of U.S. personnel abroad. Huh? It's like a weapon that you don't see, with bullets you don't necessarily feel. You just all of a sudden have the pain of being attacked by something you don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh.
The sources at the Pentagon and other agencies probing the matter have reached no clear conclusions on what happened, but the fact that such an attack might have taken place so close to the White House is alarming.
Oh my gosh. Is it one of those like nerve agents?
I don't know. I know that they're looking into sound and things like that you can really jack with somebody with different kinds of sounds and things like that, throwing off the equilibrium and all the such.
Dang.
But yeah, crazy. I don't know what that's all about.
And I mean, if you get hit with that, there's nothing you can do. It's just in the air or around you or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. So that's kind of what it is. It is a mysterious directed energy attack they're looking into, whatever the heck that means.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's messing with my mind.
Yeah. And if that's not scary enough, imagine this. I guess when it's your time, it's your time. 29-year-old Taylor Cowley was just chilling, walking down the street with her boyfriend, and all of a sudden, a dude fell on her and killed her.
Oh my God. Where'd he fall from?
He was committing suicide. He jumped from a building and landed on her and took 2.
Oh,
dang.
That's so sad.
Isn't that unbelievable? Can you imagine? What is that? That's insane.
Oh, dude.
Right. What the heck, man? Did you hear the story about the Fox 5 Las Vegas morning weekday anchor, Fevin Kifligeorgis?
That's an easy thing to say on
What kind of
TV.
name is that? I thought people came up with stage names when they were doing stuff. Well, apparently she was arrested after being found nude and asleep behind the wheel of her Audi, and she actually basically reported it on air herself and apologized.
Last month, I was arrested by Metro for driving under the influence. At the time of the arrest, I was inside of a parked vehicle in a Las Vegas neighborhood alone. That charge has since been reduced to misdemeanor reckless driving, for which I will pay a fine and take classes. As I move forward, I want you to know I have learned from this and I will continue learning, and I truly thank you for your support.
Okay.
I'm surprised she kept her job.
Yeah, she was, I guess, still on the air, and I guess she paid off the right way, because I know a lot of times they will fire you for a DUI.
So that's really up to the company. If, I mean, you get arrested and do all that, and then you go through all your legal problems, they can still stand by you and say, we're keeping Kevin.
She probably had good ratings, and they probably made it a term of her keeping her job. If you apologize and try to say you're learning from it and pay off your restitution, then we'll let you keep your gig.
And if they like you, they'll try to keep you. If they don't like you, they'll be like, morality clause, you gotta go.
Oh, if they don't like you, they call that the thank God. Okay, we can fire her now.
There's a guy in Pennsylvania who was accused of stealing chainsaws. And last week, when the police went to go ask him some questions about it, they set foot in his garage, and he was standing there with about 80 chainsaws around him. It seemed like they found their man immediately.
Don't look at what all the stuff is hanging on the walls, officers.
Yeah, Tom, we're here to talk to you about some stolen chainsaws.
80?
Maybe they won't notice them.
Yeah. A burglar in the Czech Republic stole a bunch of stuff from a company, then used one of their own garbage trucks as his getaway vehicle.
Wow.
Apparently it wasn't effective. It's easier to track down.
Yeah, a garbage truck is hard to hide.
Yeah. There's a guy that robbed a McDonald's in England earlier this week and then demanded cash and McNuggets. He got the cash, but he couldn't get the McNuggets because it was breakfast hours. So he had to get a double sausage McMuffin instead.
Double
They
sauce.
even turned down a man with a gun for nuggets?
Well, they're like, hey, I mean, time's going to take. I mean, I know you're kind of probably in a hurry here to get out before the cops come.
Were you kidding about the double sausage, or was that really
No,
part
he
of
actually got
that's
that, yeah.
part of the story?
He got that, but it kind of slowed him down because they did catch him, and he's now been sentenced to 6 years in jail.
Well,
so.
that's. I mean, doubles take a little bit longer to cook.
Yeah.
It's a special order.
If he'd have gone single, he'd have been fine.
You're
You
right.
take what's under the heat lamp and you go.
He couldn't do it.
Well, that's the power of the double.
Yeah. A 19-year-old woman recently had moved from Oklahoma to this super cheap apartment in Arkansas. Didn't even look at the place. She just looked at it and said, yeah, that seems kind of cool. So as she's moving in, she's like, wow, everybody in this apartment community is like really old. And then when she started asking around, she realized she'd actually just moved into a retirement home. But she says it's going well, and she's starting to make friends with her old neighbors, so she's going to stay.
Are you allowed to do that? I thought if you were like under 55, they wouldn't let you move in.
They will not, because Dennys and I both accidentally looked at 55 and over homes, and we're like, well, once we got there, go, yeah, you guys aren't young enough or old enough. So we thought we had some good deals, and they were 50. They would not let you live there.
Yeah, I think maybe some places, maybe in Arkansas, they're not as strict as Florida. But in Florida, there are communities that won't even show you.
Yeah, they might have, maybe they were low on clientele. I hear people there are dying to get out of their lease. I could take that to the retirement home. You think that would fly?
I would love it. If I was old dying, I think it's hilarious.
Hey, I hear you guys are dying to get out of your lease. Hey, is this thing on? Hello? Hello? All right. And finally, there's a motorcycle company in Italy that just launched a new electric scooter. Interesting choice for a name. They're calling it the Dong.
Oh,
The dong.
You want to ride that dog?
It's catchy. It makes you stop and think.
It's a talking point.
When's the last time you rode a Dong?
I mean, it gets you talking. I think it's the right move.
Yeah, maybe it is the right move. So if you'd like to ride a Dong, just go to Italy to get your motorcycle. Talking in the whacked out news about a crazy story, something I never heard of before. A possible mysterious directed energy attack near the White House, where apparently people get debilitating symptoms, and happened to dozens of U.S. personnel back in November. And they're like, that's kind of alarming. And I was like, what is this thing?
It sounds mystical.
Yeah, somebody said it's basically a microwave cannon, and it's a long-range beam that apparently gives you these effects. It's like an attack, and apparently it first happened in Havana, Cuba. It's called the Havana Syndrome. If you look it up, you can get more information on it.
Is it man-made or is it naturally occurring?
No, I think it's a man-made. It sounds like a deliberate attack. That's why they're looking into that.
That's horrifying. That's what they always would talk about at school. These ways that people could kill you and not realize it. These man-made ways.
Right. You're just sitting in your building or your class or your car, and all of a sudden this wave that's going through the air that you can't even see hits you and knocks you in the grass.
Yeah, when I was 9 or 10, I had this teacher that always wanted to talk about chemical warfare to all the students in class.
Yeah.
And as a 9 or 10-year-old, it was kind of heavy stuff, man.
That's a big concept
heavy
for
at
a
any age.
9-year-old.
You're right. At any age, chemical warfare is a little horrifying.
Amen.
Yeah, crazy stuff. So thank you for that information. And somebody said, you guys need to do a story about Theo, the lost dog in Belle Glade that was found after 4 days being lost in the Everglades. I have not heard about Theo, the lost dog.
Man, I hate those stories, but love it when they're okay. You just hope those 4 days was its rumspringa and not 4 days of struggle.
I'd say 4 days. He's dodging gators and pythons and everything else.
If he's alive, though, I mean, the dog won.
The dog won. That dog's a tough dog right there.
And good news, Theo just sold his story. It's going to be coming out as a book and a movie.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, that means Theo's parents are very happy.
Be a great story, wouldn't it?
It would.
All right, great way to set off your weekend. Cinco de Mayo is going to be coming up on Wednesday. Tijuana Flats is a great place to go, and I got $50 in flat cash right now. Caller number 9. It's 9 at 9. Caller number 9 at 9 a.m. You can celebrate the 5 days going on at Cinco de Mayo at Tijuana Flats. Choose your own $5 fiesta with $5 margaritas, 2 for $5 tacos, a beer, and a taco for $5. All the deals they got going on. And we're going to hook you up with $50. So you can take like 10 people.
Yeah.
What a good time that would be. Congrats to Susan in Lantana picking up $50 in flats cash. Cinco de Mayo on Wednesday. Great little place to consider going for all the great deals they got for $5. Tijuana Flats next week. If you're looking to do some day drinking today or this weekend, just know it is going to be a little warm.
Oh, I know. It is getting out there.
Yes, it is. They say that the heat index, which is our temperature and humidity, could hit triple digits Friday and Saturday.
Girl, I can feel it and see it in my hair. I'm leading the league in frizz up in this piece.
Yeah, so maybe go with a frozen drink when you go out.
You don't get that, do you, with your hair? You don't get frizzy, or the humidity doesn't affect it that much.
No, it doesn't.
You're lucky.
I ordered up frizz-free from Hair Club.
You are lucky.
Yeah.
You got that white boy hair.
I do.
It's straight. It's pretty. It doesn't have a lot of curl. It's just, it lays right. It behaves.
It could go through a hurricane or a snowstorm. Either way, you're going to come out looking tops.
It's one of the few genetic advantages of being a white boy. Yeah, one of the few. So if you want to do some day drinking, we were asking the favorite day drinking bars. A nice, fun post up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. You can go and get some great ideas that are near you.
Yes.
If you're in South Florida, all the way down through the Keys, all the way up through the Treasure Coast. People are putting ideas in there on where to go. If you're looking to get out this weekend, you can see that people are feeling better about it. In fact, if you love EDM, I believe you're immune to coronavirus because there's a lot of EDM stuff going on in Miami this weekend. Live was packed last weekend. Lots of celebrities were there. They had that Logan Paul fight, I guess it was. And they got another fight coming up on June 6th. I think it's going to be at Hard Rock. So everybody heads over to Live.
I kind of want to see this Paul fight. I want to see him get destroyed.
Against Mayweather, yeah.
I want to see Mayweather just dominate him and take him out.
He may not. I don't know.
That's what's annoying. The fact that we're even talking about the debate.
I know.
What Mayweather should destroy him. I know he's older.
Yeah, but technique you would think would win out. But
you would think.
It brings in the celebrities. My wife was telling me like Diddy was at Live last night. There's like 6 or 7 big time celebrities in Live all at the same time.
Wow.
I imagine this weekend is going to be the same because you got David Guetta on stage tonight at Live. He's a massive EDM artist. Then tomorrow you got Black Coffee, and then on Sunday it's Travis Scott. I can't even imagine. It's probably going to be multiple hundreds, would you say, on Sunday to get in to Live?
Yeah.
To see Travis Scott?
I would think so.
It's not going to be cheap.
No.
There is going to be an EDM fest. Black Coffee is playing that. DJ Eric Pride's going to be out there tonight, tomorrow at Virginia Key Beach Park. So if you just need that EDM, apparently the beats per minute knock away coronavirus.
If I had a ton of money, just billions of dollars, I would, without a doubt, buy some land right by Live and open up my own club called Dead. Just to kind of... I don't know. Little battle.
And the good news is nobody would be there. That'd be the whole thing.
He'd love it.
I got Club Dead. No one's here. There's no music. It's terrible.
So quiet.
No, there's music.
Close in a week.
It's peaceful.
Yeah.
It's James Taylor.
It would be Club Dead in Miami Beach. No one would go.
I got a lot of old people there.
Yeah. Okay. You've also got the Bayfront Jazz Festival at Bayfront Park in Miami today and tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. There's your old people.
Yeah. Looking for you. Also, this weekend, the Festival Siempre Flamenco is going to be at the Adrian Arsht Center tomorrow. You've also got comedian Carlos Mencia at the Palm Beach Improv Saturday and Sunday. They're going to be having the crew from S-Bombs Creek. They're doing their farewell tour at the Hard Rock Live on Sunday. So if you want to see that crew, they're very cute together. I mean, a lot of it's really kind of a family affair. Because the guy who put it together, his son and daughter were on the show with him. And then, he was in Best in Show.
Eugene Levy?
Yeah, he was in Best in Show.
He's great. I love him.
I can't remember her name, but they were in Best in Show, and then they did S-Bombs Creek together. So they've been working together forever. So it's got that whole family vibe to it, like the show did. So that'll be fun to see them interact. In real life on Sunday.
Why is her name escaping me? I love her. I cannot think of her name.
The mom?
O'Hara. Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, yes.
Yeah. So they'll all be there this weekend. And then we got some good stuff going on. We're doing a beach cleanup on MacArthur Beach State Park. Can't wait to get the KVJ Volunteer Army back out for the first time since the pandemic tomorrow. We'll have more events coming up. We are full for this one, but we'll get more out there for you very soon. And then after that's the Kentucky Derby party with Virginia, and most of the crew is going to be out there at the Palm Beach Kennel Club.
Oh, we're going to be out there, and I want to bet it all.
We're going to be hosting the hat contest. It's a
Okay.
derby hat competition.
I'm not hosting anything. I'm in that biatch. Yeah.
You are? Okay.
I'm not working on.
I'm an inside fix it, so you win.
I'm going as a Virginia fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a shirt. More dirt of the day.
Spread the Dub is going to be playing out there.
Oh, that's great. They're
Hot
awesome.
Pink is going to play out
Oh,
there.
no way.
Yeah.
Those are maybe two of the best bands in South Florida.
I agree.
Hot Pink is hard to book.
I know.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So
Very cool.
turn it out if you are looking for the party. It is at the Palm Beach Kennel Club tomorrow.
I hope the nation comes out. People in the chat room, let's get weird with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'd be a fun party.
It's not that far from, well, I guess everyone lives different. That doesn't make any sense.
It's not that far from where they live.
It's not that far from where I live.
I was going to say, it's not that far from the chat
They don't
room.
live with you,
I know,
Pumpkin.
dog. Don't call me Pumpkin. I ain't down with that.
Your hat's too tight. Squeezing your brain.
It's Friday.
Yeah. All right, coming up, we're going to have some fun. We'll do a little song association game. And I thought this was kind of interesting, too. There's a new study out saying that these companies like Apple and Spotify, they can come up with a profile on you based on your song selections. They say all they need is 3, and they could identify you. 3 songs.
They can't nail me down.
They say they can get a basic profile on somebody on their 3 favorite songs.
Whatever. Bring it.
These are our 3 favorite songs currently, right?
Yeah, I think it's really what speaks to you, and it may be of all time too. That because I wouldn't want to go. I'm going with stuff that's not like a flash in the pan. Because I may be like, oh, I love this song, but probably in a month I'll be like, not nearly as hot on it. But these are the ones that through the years and through time, there's just something about it. There's a few songs when I hear them, I never get sick of them, and it just always takes me to a great place.
You're talking about Donkey Butt, aren't you?
Yeah, you got me. You got my profile. See, it works.
Give me that donkey butt and that big old leg.
I hope you guys are ready to sing. Not everybody all at once.
Woohoo!
Put down your phones.
I'm ready to say. I'm just having great fun with the chat room. I was
You are.
engaged, talking to people. We're making jokes. I'm building relationships.
Okay. Yeah, we
Getting
had to,
new stalkers.
Whatever.
Had to give out one of those little double your paychecks to Cassandra from Port St. Lucie. She was down collecting one of those big checks, which I don't know how you get that through the tube at the bank, but
It's tough. You have to go in person.
You gotta
you have
walk
to have
it
a
in.
friend carry it in with you.
really, okay. So that's kind of tough. But, the good news is she got some money, so that's a nice little way to start off the weekend. We'll get back to the winning on Tuesday.
From the pizzle. That drive usually sucks. Not when you win some money.
No.
Okay. All right, here's what we got. In fact, I am going to try a different way of doing the song association game. This was a listener suggestion last week. Said, you know what? I love hearing everybody sing, and so I'd rather you just give them points if they get one correct than eliminating them.
I love that new move.
neato.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that. So it'll be a point total who does the best at the end of several rounds here.
Interesting.
That's
little
a
switch up.
Nice wrinkle.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Everybody seems to like this. So here's how we play the song association game. I will name a word, and within 3 seconds, you must sing part to a popular song that contains that word to get a point.
And are we going 7 rounds?
We'll probably do at least 3.
Okay.
It's good considering I usually get eliminated first round.
Yeah.
I have at least 3 chances to deafen you with my sweet voice.
Okay. We'll start with Virginia. Jbird, Dennys, all of you are playing. First word and song for you, Virginia. It's Dancer.
You know Dancer and Prancer and Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
I guess it counts.
I mean, it counts.
Yeah.
It ain't sexy, but
That's
it
the one
counts.
you would want to go with. And Tiny Dancer, Private Dancer.
I mean, Tiny Dancer, we're going to have a whole singing moment.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Virgin, baby.
I'm your tiny dancer.
That's the wrong
That's
song.
the wrong song, yeah.
That's Private Dancer.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Kevin, let me apologize for my drunk friend.
Wow.
He's from Louisiana. He's Cajun. He's always hammered.
Okay.
I may have bird bombed myself.
Yes.
You better share.
Okay, Jbird, your first word song association game is easy.
That's why I'm easy like Sunday,
Sunday
Kevin.
morning.
Yeah. Commodores, top 10
I've been
hit.
a cruising, I've been a running down the road, trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind.
For that wanna own me, two that wanna stone me, one, 'cause she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy.
Don't let the sound of your own wheels.
That's such a
That
jam.
was fun. We're kind of hoping for that middle harmony from Sinicki. Kind of dropped the ball.
Middle.
Oh, I was giving you that deep cut.
It was so low we couldn't hear it.
Okay, everybody's got a point so far. Dennys, your word for the song association game is road.
I'm on the road again.
Oh, you got it.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Okay.
I remember when Virginia
Writing
sang that
music
song.
with my friend. Oh yes.
She sang that song, and I've never seen a bar get so angry all at the same time.
I didn't realize I didn't have the range.
Oh man! And I think because it was early in the night, you let her sing the whole song for some odd reason.
I just couldn't believe it.
I remember.
That was something, no doubt. Okay, everybody got a point after one round in the song
Okay.
association
I
game.
squeezed by.
Okay, Virginia, your word is again.
On the road again.
Oh, yeah!
I like it.
That played out
Just
well
can't
for
wait
you.
to get on the road again.
That's silly, Nelson.
Yeah, that definitely works.
Yes.
Okay, Virginia's got 2 points. Jbird, song association game, your word is cry.
One last cry, one last cry. Brian McKnight, that's a top 20 hit, dog.
Oh, it is?
Brian McKnight, one last cry.
Okay. Brian McKnight, one last cry. Okay. We will have to verify that.
Verify it.
Yeah. Make sure top 20 hit, you said?
It's true. One last cry. Brian McKnight.
Top 20 hit?
Yeah, that was my jam.
I had the single.
I'm backing him up on one last
I was
cry.
dating a girl named Linda for about 11 days.
She sounds young.
It's, of course, the most depressing song ever.
Oh, one last cry?
Yes.
Oh, he is so brokenhearted.
One last cry before I leave it all behind. I guess I'm down to one last cry.
It's so depressing.
So sad. Of course, the bird hit it.
But it's so good, though. You don't feel something when you hear that? I love it.
I think it's setting the tone for a Friday.
It's odd. Sadness makes me happy.
It is. That is an odd trait you have.
You are an anomaly.
Odd trait. Okay, next up here, Dennys. Got to keep up with these two. They got 2 points on the board. You got one song association game. Your word is friends.
Just a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends.
I bet you do.
Yes.
Well, I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. Friends, how many of us have them?
Friends.
Okay, there's a few.
That's what friends are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good times. And bad times.
I'll be on your side forevermore.
Sleep, precious.
Wow. Now appearing in the Dark Crystal.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt your throat.
That was like honey and velvet.
Whoa. All right, Virginia, your word is dance.
Dance. Dance.
What is that?
Got me going. I'm over here.
Dance.
Kesha. Isn't
Let's
that Kesha?
dance. Just dance.
That's
Gaga.
not Kesha, that's Lady Gaga. But I don't know that's what you were singing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that Lady Kesha?
The Humpty Dance is your chance. Do the hump. What?
Do me, baby.
I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. I can't give you a point on that one, Virginia. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, but I'll give you a point for friendship because you got me dancing.
Song association game, Jbird, your word is big.
Big time, big time, the big time. Big time, big.
You're kind of singing a song, but not really the right melody.
Peter Gabriel?
Big time. I'm on my way. I'm making it
Big time.
I mean,
that's weak, but we'll give it to you.
Oh!
That's weak, though.
I've been warned.
That
I've
was
been warned
weak.
from the diet dancing.
Yeah. I like the way you call me Big Papa.
Put your hands in the air if you're a true player, right?
When you call me Big Kevin.
Put your hands
You
in
like
the
when
hair.
people call you Big Kevin?
Put the hands in the hair.
Put your hands in the hair.
Okay.
Like you just don't care.
Dennys, your word is distance.
She's going the distance.
He's going for speed.
From a distance.
All alone.
Okay.
From a distance.
You can make me cry. It's real. That's another one. That's
Yeah, it's heavy.
God's
Yes.
watching us. Yeah, it's
From a distance.
It's deep.
That's why you know all the words.
They played it a lot on Sunny 104.3 and VH1. Can I get an amen on that?
Oh, amen.
Okay, we got a quick overtime between Jbird and Dennys here.
Oh.
Miho versus Miho finals?
Yep. Okay, here's what you got. Jbird, your word song association game is yellow.
And she was yellow. Coldplay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Wiz Khalifa. All right, Dennys, your word is clear.
Oh, jeez, I don't know any clear.
Out on
Let me clear my throat. Jbird. Yeah. How about that,
something.
huh?
I did.
Yay.
Nice. A lot of losing today.
Yeah. Nice job from the bird. All right, we still got more for your Friday. The After the Show podcast is going to be coming up here. It is live on YouTube. Just look for the KVJ Show. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. We'd appreciate that. Give us a little review and like if you can. And that is also on demand, so you can watch anytime this weekend as well. We got the podcasts are going to be going up, but we're got a little bit of party still coming up in us. But before we get to that, Jbird is going to wrap up here the regular KVJ Show with his thought for the day.
Yes. I was singing, dog. I was very...
You got all wrapped up in Keen.
I got wrapped up in memories. Yes. The first...
Jeez, what's going on, man?
We met forever. Oh, gosh. Get out of your head and get into your heart. Think less, feel more.
Okay.
At the buzzer. At the buzzer.
Think less, huh?
He's already doing it.
All right.
Get the KVJ Show on your smart speaker anytime. Just say, play the KVJ Show.